Hello viewers, welcome back to the Red Bull Ring in Austria. We've qualified in 6th position, about 4 tenths off pole. Baxter, Baxter is in pole position, and he is in a Hyundai, which maybe I missed something, but I didn't expect that to be quicker than my Aston Martin. Pedroesque is in 2nd. We actually had a collision in the last race, so I apologise if he obviously will see this, so I want to say sorry, Pedro. It was unintentional, I was just a little bit too late on the brakes. But anyway, race has started. You can see actually behind us there's already a lot of stuff going on. The Spaniard is, well, he definitely went for it, didn't he, in that first corner, if you saw the back of that. But I've got Martin right behind me. And my intention for this corner was just to sort of lean it to the right hand side. Obviously you can see Martin in my rear mirror, and it was important. I was just making sure I didn't lose positions, and actually in the end I was able to just get past Dimitri 3GP, which put us really in a great position to have a go at our fellow Aston Martin. But you can see my biggest thing was just slightly too late on the brakes, and I just gave him a slight tap, or her a slight tap, and it sent our Aston Martin teammate wide. And you'll see just above me now I've got a 2-second penalty for causing that, which, yeah, speechless. Maybe half a second penalty, a second, but 2 seconds, which obviously you would think would destroy our race. And you can see here the marker which causes the 2 seconds deceleration effect is here, and it's really caused a bit of a pain. And actually you can see that Balaf expected us to go solid, so obviously we turn invisible when we have the penalty, and tried to use me to lean into, which really caught him or her off guard. But the good thing is it's keeping me in 7th place, which is the main thing. Now just a little bit into this first corner, I always use 3rd gear, just trying to clip the curve or inside of the curve as much as possible, lean on the outside, and then it's very slowly on the accelerator, otherwise you will get too much wheel spin and end up in the barrier, which actually you might see a little bit later on in the race. Up into this next corner then, I think I use 2nd, so again just to avoid a bit of wheel spin. 1st gear is actually on the Aston Martin record laps, but it's probably, I think, find it slightly unnecessary to use it. It's gaining minimal time at a high risk. And you see the gap is starting to reduce, and behind me you can see actually now starting to get a gap. Now Austria Racing N_P is quick. I think he actually got the fastest off the race in this race, so I was starting to be conscious of that, but I started to see that gap reduce, and it was important really to get into the top 6, otherwise I'd start to lose a position to him. But also conscious that our Aston Martin friend might want revenge from earlier. You know what people can be like. And you can see it was really starting to get a little bit more crowded in front of us. And I do like just to watch situations unfold as this one. So you can see our, also an Aston Martin friend, I think, but our Swede really got into a bit of bother. Now this is what I was talking about, just watch him get on the power and into the barrier. You really do have to be careful when you're out of there. Maybe people turn traction control on, but obviously you're really reduced on just how much power you're going to get into the car if you're doing that. But as you can see, Austrian Racing, maybe you can't see, but you will see in a second, he is not far behind. I think actually the gap is just about holding, or he's slightly decreasing it in the Porsche, which makes it even more important now to try and get onto the lead. Now top 5. It's already into the position which we started with, and 3rd is in sight, and that's the key thing there. And you can see already action starting to get going again between Dimitri 3GP, that's Ukraine, right, and Mertimer from the Czech Republic, and our Aston Martin friend, who you can see did a really good dive down here, which actually really helped me, and it's now really starting to get onto this pack. And we're just about holding our Austria Racing friend behind us. really is the three Aston Martins now going through the corner all at the same time. Now I seem to use a little bit more of that curve than the other guys, but there's no penalty for it. And now coming out of here, we really are right together, and I'm all over Martimo. Just see into this corner again. Again, down into third. I was a little bit wider actually. It wasn't the perfect exit, but I'm going to get slipstream immediately anyway. And now it's all the way just going up the hill, the famous Rosberg-Hamilton corner, and I decided to go obviously slightly to the wider point here just to watch this battle. So obviously they're going to try and get into it, and Martin went wide. It just allowed me to go up the inside, which was obviously perfect. And now I'm back. It's almost like a deja vu situation of me and our Aston Martin friend again, and I was going to try and be a bit more careful this time, going wide. You can see actually he's quite nice about it. It was a clean move in the end, and I think Martin, I might have tagged him slightly. Now coming up to this corner, you see actually just a little bit of contact. I don't think he meant that deliberately, but it was important now to get away from this. You can see our Austria racing friend is now just got into a position of 6th, so Martin has dropped to 7th. And already starting to pull away from the guys in 5th, 6th and 7th, and obviously really wants to try and get away from Austria racing before he could overtake up into 5th. And you see Baxter has lost the lead. I don't know if that was due to a mistake, but our previous rival, Pedro Esca, is leading the race. But we see actually first is in sight, which really is surprising because considering the 2-second penalty. This is really a race of what could have been. And the 29.8, I think the fastest lap at the moment was 29.4, which was by Austria Race. You can see he's now up into, he was into 5th, but now back in 6th. Now you can see here, this is what was fantastic. You've got the Dimitri really squeezed O_Baxter, final lap remember, and that just allowed me to start coming up on the inside. I thought I'd leave it there, running the risk, but Baxter was nice enough to actually give me just enough room into that corner, which allowed me to get up into 3rd place. Again, just thinking he's going to try and run it around the outside, but I kept it quite tight around that corner. Got me now into a comfortable 3rd, and actually the 5th lap came as quite a surprise. I still thought it was lap 4, so I was thinking, oh hang on, can I even get 2nd here? Obviously, I don't no spoilers. Well, I will. I didn't get 2nd because that would have really required a mistake from Dimitri 3GP. And I hope he hasn't only done 3 Grand Prix, because otherwise that would be quite embarrassing that he is beating me. But again, it's really the race of what could have been. But delighted really with 3rd place coming back through again. And you can see actually Dimitri's that delighted he's going to the pit wall to celebrate with them, which I thought I'd follow him just for a slightly better lap. I thought that was going to be fastest lap, the 29.470, but it wasn't by less than a 10th. But yeah, podium position. Hopefully it'll be the Ferrari champagne or sparkling wine, which they used at Imola. But thank you for watching. Thank you to everyone who took part of us seeing this.